Welcome to the Jesum Crow Podcast. It's November 1st. We're already in November, the 11th month of 2011. I cannot believe it. That means soon we're going to be coming up on 11/11/11. Ooh, we only get one more of those, and that'll be next year on 12/12/12, and then we won't have any more of those. I don't really give a shit. Some people are like, ooh, the coolest one I guess was 666 when it was 666, I mean, I'm not like a devil guy or anything, goth guy. I love the devil or anything like that, but I mean, of all the numbers to go together, 666 I'd say would be better than 10 10 10 11 11 11 9 9 9 12 12 12. You get the picture. But it is that time. The weekend's over. I had quite a little weekend for myself. Went down to my buddy's house, drank some beers, and we burned a couch, and the thing went up in flames. It was beautiful. It was cold out, snow. We got snow fucking on the 29th of October. Broke a record for how much snow this early up in this area. Absolutely ridiculous. I hate the snow. I hate the snow. It's just I don't like the cold. My body does not cooperate when it's cold outside. My legs hurt because I have a touch of arthritis, so my legs hurt real bad. Just my bones hurt and fuck it just really sucks. I hate the winter. That's another reason I want to go to California for at least the winter, because it's gonna be nice there. To them it's gonna be cold, but to me it's gonna be like, you guys are fucking faggots, pussies. It's warm. It's going to be warm there compared to here, obviously. But I was drinking some beers and just hanging out with my buddy and sitting on the couch. Just all of a sudden, just sitting on the couch watching TV. The Walking Dead was on, and I started getting vertigo. Like, you drink too much, you get like wicked dizzy. You have to close your eyes, or if you open them, like, you're going to throw up. And I felt it coming, and I held it back, and I knew if I moved, I was going to throw up. And I'm too much of a fucking... I would have felt like a pussy saying, oh, I'm going to throw up. So instead I just threw up all over myself. I don't get sick from alcohol often. This is like the third time in like 2 months, though, that I've gotten sick off of drinking too much alcohol. And I personally think it's the fact that my doctor upped my Paxil dosage. This started happening ever since he put me on 40 milligrams instead of 20 or 30 milligrams. And you're not supposed to drink when you're taking Paxil, which sucks. I can't drink as much now. It's like a combination of the Paxil, drinking, and not drinking a whole lot either, and weed. Once I smoke the weed, then my head just goes psh, so it's not a good combination for me. So it sucks. I can't drink that much. Or if I want to drink, I'm going to have to not take my antidepressant for that day. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. I hate the antidepressant. I actually feel more depressed now. That ever since he upped me, I felt more depressed than when than prior when I was on a lower dose. I've actually finally started feeling the medication, and in a negative way, in an extremely negative way. I'm so pissed that my doctor put me on it to begin with. I should be able to sue. He gave it to me when I was like 16 or 17, and he even told me, he's like, we usually give this out to people over 18, but you're 16 or 17, but you're close enough. We'll see if it helped. I wasn't even complaining of depression. I was telling him about my anxiety and sleeping issues, and finally, after 4 months of him trying different antidepressants, he put me on Xanax. And Xanax really helps me with the issues that I was talking about. But by then it was too late, and if I stopped taking the antidepressants, I would have gone through withdrawal. And I've told him this a million times, how I want to come off. I mean, withdrawing from antidepressants, SSRI specifically, are awful. Look up SSRI discontinuation syndrome and read the symptoms. The worst symptom that I get is like these brain zaps. They're impossible to describe, but your brain feels like it's being like fucking electrocuted. Your whole body gets the sensation. And I was reading that when you're tapering off of antidepressants, specifically one like Paxil, what the best thing to do is like when your doctor takes you off, he'll like take you down like 10% every 2 to 4 weeks. You know how long it's gonna take for me to get off of that? If I'm only going 10% every 2 to 4 weeks, maybe even longer, I'm still gonna feel minimal withdrawal. It's gonna take years for my brain and everything to recuperate and get back to normal, and not feel any withdrawals from these stupid fucking pills. It's really fucking awful. If your doctor recommends antidepressants, I mean, try it. It might work for you, but tell them right away if it's not working, and be aggressive, a little more aggressive. Like if they feel like changing it or upping it, just read about it first. Read about antidepressants, and then make your decision whether or not you feel that you might need them, because they do work for some people. They work for a lot of people. They just never worked for me. I don't think I ever needed them. Am I depressed? Yeah, I'm a very depressed person, but maybe I just need a different antidepressant. I don't know, but the whole experience with the Paxil has soured me on the whole thing. The thing as a whole, anyway. So just fuck that. I really don't wanna be on antidepressants at all. Fucking I don't like them. I don't like them. They don't work for me. And they cause, like I said, awful withdrawal syndrome. I'll go detox off of fucking heroin 15 times before I'm gonna go before I want to go detox off of Paxil. I'm so afraid to come off of that because the withdrawals are just, they're the worst withdrawals you could fucking go through, dude. They're bad. They're really bad. Some people actually don't even get the withdrawals, so, lucky them. Some people can just stop taking it and not experience any withdrawal, which is crazy, but I guess good for you. But that's my rant about Paxil and antidepressants. They're bullshit. Antidepressants are bullshit. I don't like them. Fuck all you pharmaceutical companies for shoving them down our throats. Doctors for shoving them down our throats. I mean, kids nowadays, kids younger than me are being put on these medications before their brains have even fully developed, yet marijuana is illegal. I've said it a million times. If marijuana were legal and prescribed for depression or anxiety, when I went to him the first time, and he could have prescribed me weed, it's not about getting high, man, it's really not. It's not about that at all. It fucking legitimately helps me with these issues, and it's a natural thing too. I don't have to worry about a missed dose or going through withdrawal. I mean, I used to smoke weed every single day. Now I'm on a short supply of it. I smoke a few times a week. And at first it was hard. It was really hard. It was difficult, not having weed, after smoking every single day for like a few days and for a few weeks, it was difficult. But it's not that. It's like quitting cigarettes, in my opinion. It's like that psychological thing, and I'd say it's even easier than quitting cigarettes, and those are legal too. Alcohol's illegal. How many people die each year from alcohol and tobacco? A lot. You know how many people die each year from marijuana? None. Last year? None. The last 10 years? None. The last 2 decades? None. The last fucking 10,000 years? Not a one. Zero. Nobody's died. Not a single person. It's nearly impossible to overdose from pot. It's impossible. I mean, you'd have to hook yourself up to a gas mask and have it constantly be pumped into your lungs for an hour, and what that's going to do is just suffocate you and give you brain damage, and there's going to be no oxygen going to your brain, and everything's going to get all fucked up. So that's what's going to kill you, not the pot, but the gas mask pumping the pot in there constantly. That's just smoke, and you can't breathe. I mean, there's a lethal dose of like pretty much everything. You can eat too much and die. You can drink too much water and die. You know, I mean, there are more. That's true. I bet I can find more cases of people who have died from drinking too much water than well, because I already know for a fact nobody's died from smoking pot. I'll find 20 cases, probably in the last 10 years, of people who died from drinking too much water, and I won't find one about pot. Peanuts, they're legal, you know, and as they should be, you know. It's just ridiculous. Eddie Bravo said this once, and like was like, why do you always talk about weed? Well, because it's awesome, and there's no reason for it to be illegal. And his example was like, dude, if Coca-Cola was illegal, I'd be doing the same thing, you know? Coca-Cola shouldn't be illegal. You know, once it's legal and nobody's talking about it, neither will I. I won't talk about it because then it'll be common knowledge. It's just bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. I hate it. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. That's my update for the Jesum Crow Podcast here on November 1st, bitches. So, enjoy your November. Thanksgiving's coming up in like 28 days. Is it on the 28th or I don't know what it's on this year. I think it's a Thursday. It's always on a Thursday. So coming up in a few weeks, it's going to be Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. And tune in for more Jesum Crow Podcast, bitches. Peace out, hoes.